Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Farmers, be ready this planting season by contacting Yield Advantage for all your seed and planting equipment needs. They carry high-quality products from Precision Planting, Intelligent Ag, Copperhead Ag, Outback Wraps, Wear Parts LLC, Midwest Seed Genetics, and more. Yield Advantage can help your planter from basic service parts to liquid fertilizer setups. All of the latest technology and often significantly less than buying a new planter. Be ready to hit the field by contacting Yield Advantage, 218-517-7878, or online at yield-advantage.com.
A local insurance team ready to serve you. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, providing home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance. As residents of your community, they understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted friends and neighbors. Together, they're building strong partnerships that help everyone succeed. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, a proud supporter of high school athletics.
And we hope to see you at American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates.
The folks at Tyler Farm Supply understand that farming is hard work, and that's why they only offer durable and reliable short-line farm equipment that you can depend on. Whether you're a small-scale farmer or manage a large operation, they have the tools that you need to get the job done quickly and efficiently. Plus, with their competitive pricing and financing options, Tyler Farm Supply makes it easy for you to get the equipment you need without breaking the bank. Give them a call today, 701-642-8827.
When challenging conditions arise, we don't back down. We up our game. We outpace the competition. Keep you ahead of adversity. We keep you equipped and bring you solutions that hit close to home. Channel leads the field so you can rise above. See how at channel.com/rise.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls, Breckenridge, and Hankinson. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
For 75 years, Corner Drug has been your trusted Health Mart pharmacy in Wahpeton. As the prescription specialist, we're dedicated to your health. We provide immunizations to keep you safe, along with health pack compliance packaging for easy medication management. Plus, our medication synchronization ensures all your prescriptions are ready when you need them. Experience personalized care and expertise at Corner Drug, where your health is our priority.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
What would you do with a second chance? At Essentia Health, we understand the significance of second chances. Our heart specialists see them every day. That's why regular checkups and heart screenings are vital, even if you feel fine, and especially when you have a family history. Essentia Health is the right place for early detection, advanced treatments, comprehensive cardiac rehab, for second chances. At Essentia Health, we work hard to keep your heart strong for what's next.
Hey there! So we have 30 seconds to tell you why you should be a member of FCCU.
First Community Credit Union is member-owned.
But aren't all financials member-owned?
Nope, they're not.
Many have stockholders that drive decisions.
As a credit union, we put our members first.
As a matter of fact,
that means all the money that we make,
cha-ching,
gets reinvested back to you, our member owners.
So come see why.
Life is better with community at First Community Credit Union.
Comdell Innovation is now hiring production technicians for a variety of shifts with opportunities to make $20 or more per hour. Work in a clean, climate-controlled facility. Second shift, 4 10-hour days, every weekend off, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m., and 4-crew rotation, straight days, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., or straight nights, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Apply in person or online at ComdellInnovation.com. Comdell Innovation of Wahpeton, an employee-owned company.
Every business begins with an idea. With dedication, hard work, and high-speed broadband, that idea can grow into something giant. The member organizations that form BAND are proud to support North Dakota businesses every step of the way, from the soil to the stadium. The Broadband Association of North Dakota, helping North Dakotans grow bright ideas into big business.
Abby Johnson with the home run just about to straightaway center field.
Well, hello, basketball fans, and welcome to Three Border Sports Network. And you are looking live at the Wahpeton High School Gymnasium, where the spotlight tonight shifts to boys basketball, North Dakota Class A Region 1. Tonight's game features our visitors on the scoreboard, the Central Cass Squirrels, coming to Wahpeton with a 1-4 record, but they might be a little bit better than their record shows. The home team is the Wahpeton Huskies. The Huskies, they fell in their home opener to a really good Thompson squad, but have followed it up with 4 consecutive wins and look to stretch it tonight to 5 wins in a row and get their first home win of the season. Tonight, I'm Noel Eckroth, I'm your friendly neighborhood announcer, and I'm joined by a legendary girls basketball coach, a legendary basketball player, the top broadcaster in the East region of North Dakota, and from what I've heard, he's a really good golfer too. Mr. Brian Watson is here with us.
I guess you got the check.
I got the check, and I got a whole wardrobe of clothing, and I can't thank you enough.
Well, there we go. I appreciate it. It should be a fun game tonight.
I'm really looking forward to this, seeing a little bit of boys basketball in historic Wahpeton High School Gymnasium. Any thoughts before we get started with the Yield Advantage pregame show?
I think it's going to be a good basketball game. You know, like you said earlier, you can't really look at the record and expect a certain outcome. I think within Region 1, I think teams are very even, and I think it's always a competitive game. And then there's sometimes teams that just kind of come out on the wrong end of it. But I think you're going to get a competitive basketball game, and I think the Huskies are going to try and get their first win here at home.
Yeah, I like the matchups that we're seeing for the Huskies. Taking a look at the Central Cass Squirrels, they have, speaking of that schedule, they started off their season with a solid win over Hillsborough Central Valley, 59-56. They get the 3-point win to start their season, and they're feeling pretty good. Their second game, they got to face the third-ranked Grafton Spoilers, and they play them within a 2-point ball game. They dropped that one 68-70. Since then, the Squirrels have had some problems, some road woes, some difficulties in Minnesota. They dropped a game to Henning, Minnesota. Henning has had a real nice program the last few years. They lose that one 59-70. They drop a close one to Oak Grove, 76-81. And then 4 wins got them, 48-63. 4 wins, Minnewacan coming out on top on that one. Talking to Coach Ralph earlier this week, he said that some of the players we have to watch for the Central Cass Squirrels include a sophomore guard, number 1, Cash Lorenz, a 3-point shooter. All of these guys that you're going to see come on the floor for the Central Cass Squirrels like to launch the 3-point shots. Another shooter for Central Cass, a freshman guard, 6 foot tall, number 2, Andrew Zemer, good-looking guard. And then they got a little bit of size. A 6'4" sophomore, number 4, Easton Holland. So we're going to be watching Lorenz, we're going to be watching Zemer and Holland, and it is a pretty young squad for the Central Cass Squirrels, kind of finding their way as they go. Looking at the Wahpeton Huskies, we already mentioned that they are coming into this game 3-1, losing their opener to a very well-seasoned Thompson squad, 59-67. A little bit disappointing home opener for the Huskies, but since then, they've really put it together. They went on to win at 4 wins, Minnewaca 68-56. They followed that up with a resounding win over Hillsborough Central Valley 65-42. And then, going back to last Friday, they had a 3-point win in Lisbon. And Coach, I know you were there in Lisbon for the doubleheader to see that game. And speaking of resounding wins, you certainly had one in Lisbon, 60-22, I think it was.
Yeah, I think that's what the final was. But the boys' game, that was a good basketball game. Coming right down to the end there, and the Huskies able to make a good defensive play to prevent the Broncos from winning that game. Bjorn Kubla made a great play in the post to get a steal with time running out, and the Huskies get out of there with the win. And, you talked about Central Cass and some of the teams that they've played, to go to Grafton and against a top-ranked team and play a close game, and then 4 wins, that's the kind of thing that you look at on the schedule. You go, oh, they've only got 1 win. Yeah, but they played some close game against Oak Grove, close game against a top-ranked team in Grafton. And then that's where you say, oh, this is a good basketball team. And you have to be able to play solid basketball on a consistent night, on every night. And I think within Region 1, it's really kind of hit or miss. I think any team can beat any team, and I think we're going to get a good basketball game here tonight.
And I think you're familiar with those tough schedules early season being kind of brutal.
Oh, my.
But, hey, your girls are building. I'm seeing a lot of improvement, and I really look forward to Thursday's doubleheader.
Yeah, I think Thursday's going to be a pretty good matchup. Central Cass going to come in here on the girls' side undefeated and sit in the top Region 1 up there with Valley City, who we played last night. And then the boys are going to take on Kindred. So we might have to stretch the walls here and see if we got some extra room and see if we can get everybody in here for that doubleheader on Thursday.
We're going to have a crowd. I bet the concession stand makes some pretty good money that night.
There you go.
Getting back to the Wahpeton Huskies, I think Coach Ralph has done a really nice job of taking Coach Gilbertson's football players and plugging them into this lineup. The Huskies are led by a couple of really dynamic guards. One of them is the top-ranked, the senior athlete of the year in Class A football in Trayton Mauk, and it's not often you see the kind of foot speed that young Mr. Mauk has.
I mean, to take a football player and transfer him over to the basketball court and get the same type of speed and quickness, and to see him use it in a different way. I mean, we know when we watch him play football that, hey, that kid's fast. But when you watch him play basketball, you really get to see how quick he is. And I think that's where you can see how he's able to get away from defenders on the football field, the quickness that he has on the basketball court. And then you add to that the jumping ability that he has. For a kid of his size, he can get up and play around the rim, we'll say. We won't say above the rim, but we'll say around the rim. It's just a unique athletic ability. So we'll see what Trayton Mauk can do tonight. And I think the Huskies, finally get to match up with a team that size-wise is right, kind of in their wheelhouse a little bit. Playing against Thompson with all those big kids, 6'7" here, 6'8" here. It's something that's a little more manageable for the Huskies. Still have to play good, solid basketball, have to box out, do those things. So we'll see how they do tonight against a team that's right around their size.
And you're going to see some other football players as well. You're going to see Braden Steffens, a very clever guard, very crafty with the ball and can get a shot off outside the framework of his body. He doesn't need a big window to get a shot off. Both him and Trayton are averaging 14.5 points a night. That's kind of impressive. We already mentioned the quarterback, Bjorn Kubla, at 6'3", probably the tallest player we'll see on the floor tonight. You're not going to see very many players over 6'2", 6'3" for the Huskies. You can add in Jack Gilbertson. He had a rough start against Thompson, but man, has he put it together since. There's another football wide receiver and safety. And then throw in a lineman. We got Landon Ralph, all-conference lineman. So I think Coach Gilbertson has a lot to watch in this game, as well as Coach Ralph. So it should be a lot of fun.
I think so. You got, if you add 2 more, you can go 7-on-7 out here, play a little flag football, do whatever you can. Wap's got a pretty good starting backfield as far as football goes. But I'm telling you, Braden Steffens, when you need a bucket, that's a kid who can put the ball in his hands and get you a bucket in crunch time, anytime on the floor. Just the way that he controls his body, the way that he's able to get into the paint and rise and shine and finish, it can be tough to stop. So when Braden's going well, that opens the door for some other players like Bjorn can hit outside shots, and then you got Jack, of course, who can do a little bit of everything, attacking the basket. And with that group that they have with that football speed, they can turn that over into their defensive side and maybe apply a little pressure, get some turnovers, and turn those into points, and that can help you on the offensive side.
Well, this has been a fun Yield Advantage pregame show, talking basketball, talking football. It's been a good time. I think we got a little bit of time to take a break before we come back to the action. So, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Yield Advantage pregame show. Yield Advantage is the precision planning sales and service center for the southern Red River Valley, and we'll be back in about a minute and a half.
Our goal is to find the vehicle that fits you, both in lifestyle and budget. Do more with the spacious GMC Acadia, the powerful, always dependable Chevy Silverado, or the rugged, hardworking GMC Sierra. Since 1960, Smith Motors has provided an excellent automotive experience, featuring high-quality service and low-pressure sales. Chevrolet or GMC, the selection is great, and if we don't have it, we'll find it for you. Smith Motors, small-town friendly, big-town.
Well, I'd like to welcome back our viewers to Wahpeton High School's auditorium for the Yield Advantage pregame show. In visiting with Coach Ralph for the Wahpeton Huskies earlier this week, he gave me 3 important keys to a Husky victory in this game. Number 1, he says defensively, they're going to have to get out and defend that three-point arc and try to run their shooters off that line. And I think Wahpeton has the guards to do that and the foot speed to do it. Coach Ralph also emphasized rebounding. Anytime you're putting basically 5 guards out there, 4 guards out there, you're going to have to box out, and those long shots will make some long rebounds. So rebounding will be key for the Huskies. I think they're going to be okay in that department. And thirdly, Coach Ralph wants to get up and pressure this team and cause some turnovers, but still stay out of foul trouble. All right, thank you for watching the Yield Advantage pregame show. Kicking it over to Coach Watson for a moment.
No, I just want to say that'll be a key to try and stay out of foul trouble. You apply that all that pressure out front, and you got to make sure that you don't pick up any silly fouls so you can keep those key players on the floor.
All right, and we are ready to move to the Miller and Associates starting a lineup, and we will be turning on the microphone for Kyle DeVries, public address announcer for the Wahpeton Huskies. We will have a national anthem followed by the starting lineups.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to salute the flag of our nation. Please rise, remove your cap or hat, place your right hand over your heart, and stand at attention while Wahpeton instructor Jessica Stoltenberg sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
That was Wahpeton Band and Choir teacher Jessica Stoppleworth with a beautiful rendition of the national anthem, honoring our veterans, both past and present. The public address announcer is...
Good evening,
Chris DeVries.
ladies and gentlemen,
Chris
and welcome
DeVries.
to tonight's contest.
I mix up my Chris's
between the
and Kyle's
Central
all the time.
Cast and your hometown Wahpeton Huskies. A goal of high school sports is learning lifetime values. Sportsmanship is one of those goals that make this contest a positive educational experience. Please help our school be number one in sportsmanship. And now for the starting lineups. Starting with the visitors on the scoreboard, the Central Cast Squirrels. At a guard, a 6'5" senior, number 0, Brody Runk. At guard, a 5'10" sophomore, number 1, Cash Lorenz. At guard, a 6-foot freshman, number 2, Andrew Zemer. At guard, a 6'1" junior, number 3, Keegan Peterson. And at guard, a 6'4" sophomore, number 4, Easton Holland. The Squirrels' head coach is Matt Norman. He's assisted by Jordan Haslow, Brent Nelson, and Dalton Bartholomew. And ladies and gentlemen, tonight the Huskies have some special guests that'll be sharing the floor with them, playing at halftime, the 6th grade Dogs. So let's welcome to the floor number 1, Max Renke. Number 2, Jameson Miller. Number 3, Asher Steffens. Number 4, Jagger Miller. Number 5, Caden Andrews. Number 7, Bly Hadding. Number 8, Owen Falk. Number 9, Brennan Scovalt. Number 11, Jax Geffrey. Number 12, Deshaun Jean-Baptiste. Number 13, Parker Matichek. Again, the Dogs will be playing at halftime. And now the starting lineup for your Wahpeton Huskies. At forward, a 6'2" senior, number 5, Jackson DeVries. A guard, a 6'1" junior, number 10, Braden Steffens. A guard, a 5'10" senior, number 11, Trayton Mauk. A guard, a 6'3" senior, number 12, Bjorn Kubala. And a guard, a 6-foot freshman, number 14, Jack Gilbertson. The Huskies head coach is Jeff Ralph. He's assisted by Joe Caveney, Casey Materi, and Jordan Ralph. The officials for tonight's contest are Ryan Gellner, Mike Lean, and Todd Rowe. They have been chosen for their expertise and are registered with the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
And there you have it. That is the starting lineup brought to you by Miller and Associates, American Family Insurance. Coming up next, we've got the tip-off brought to you by Tyler Farm Supply, your short-line farm equipment dealer since 1985, located in sunny downtown
Tyler, North Dakota.
You bet. And the Castleton Squirrels win the opening tip.
Huskies come out in man-to-man.
Squirrels appear to be running a motion offense. Shot forced up by Cash Lorenz. And Trayton Mauck comes away with the rebound. Huskies with their opportunity to set the offense.
The Squirrels also in man-to-man. A little bit of pressure as they brought it up there.
Steffens on the drive. It gets knocked out of bounds, and the Huskies get an opportunity to run their inbound play. Wide in the corners and a stack at the foul line.
Central Cass make it pretty easy to remember numbers here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 to start.
Yeah, just go with the top 5 guys on the roster. Why not? Braden Steffens. His 3 misses, glanced off the edge of the backboard. And here comes Andrew Ziemer. He enters it to Brody Runk.
And a little bit of pressure there by the Huskies, a little bit of a trap early.
Chasing out on that three-point line. We've got a baseline runner. That was Andrew Ziemer missing the shot. Kubala on the rebound. And we have an early jump ball call. Possession arrow favoring the Huskies. Squirrels won the opening tip. And we've got a 2-2-1 press out of the Squirrels.
So the Squirrels going to come with a little bit of pressure. See if the Huskies can handle this.
Shouldn't be a problem when you have 5 guards on the floor. Kubala drives, dishes off to Jack Gilbertson, and he scores the opening bucket of the game. Nice drive and dish from Kubala.
Yeah, they do a good job of handling that pressure, then they come back with the pressure of their own.
3-point attempt, Cash Lorenz, and I think that glanced off the side of the backboard. An extreme bank for Lorenz.
Yeah, bank from the corner, that's cash money.
Kubala trying to answer, and he misses. Here comes the Squirrels setting their offense once again against the Huskies man-to-man. That's Ziemer driving and kicking to Lorenz. Early 1-point lead for the Squirrels. Turnaround left-hand jumper is good for Easton Holland. Backed his man down and took advantage of his height.
Yeah, Holland doing a good job there one-on-one, able to get in the lane and finish.
Trayton Mauck looks over the defense. He's going to reverse it to Gilbertson. Gilbertson working top of the key. Dribble handoff to Kubala. Kubala shot fake in the lane. He attempts to hit a cutting DeVries on the baseline, and it ends up a turnover. Jackson DeVries, his field goal percentage is a very nice-looking 58%.
Yeah, you'll take that any night.
Absolutely.
Good one-on-one defense out front there by Braden Steffens, and there's a trap trying to get that pressure early.
Coach Ralph's man-to-man trap, and that's Brody Runk going right down the middle of the defense, attacking that trap. Attacking the press is Trayton Mauck. Nice catch by official Mike Line. He's got pretty good hands there.
And Huskies going to have to make sure when they go out the trap, they get the rotation that they need in order to cover the basket down there.
Yes, good pass out of the trap and an attack by Runk on that. Early 7-2 lead for the Squirrels. Kubala, mid-range jumper, no good. Here comes Easton Holland, driving the left side of the floor. He's kicking it out to Cash.
That's some contact there, but a good block and a good close out there by Bjorn Kubala.
Kubala covered up that three-point shooter really well.
They do call the foul. It was an open hand. I thought they were going to just call that out of bounds and come away with the foul.
They did. He kind of came down on him after the shot. So we're going 3 foul shots here. And Coach Watson, you know what I forgot?
What'd you forget?
I forgot to write down who got what baskets. So I'm going to go with the unofficial board that the fans are looking here. That whole keeping the book thing.
That went right out the window.
Right out the window, right from the start.
You'll get a little bit of it here. So Squirrels out to a fast start here, 9-2, and going to apply pressure here in the front court.
7-point lead for the Squirrels as Steffen looks over the defense. He's going to take Cash right to the hoop, and he's up over the top and scores. Steffen's using his height advantage. You don't see that every day.
No, I said earlier, you could get him the ball, and he could figure out a way to score, and he gets all the way to the basket there.
Pass fake and pull-up shot was no good for Keegan Peterson. And here comes Jack Gilbertson with the rebound. Gilbertson, he's a guard, but he'll rebound with the best of them.
You've got to be able to get to the glass, even if you don't have the size. You know, you got your anticipation and your timing that you can use to your advantage.
Huskies setting up their high-low offense, and Kubala is going to drive out of it. His shot's no good. Scramble for the rebound, far sideline, and Mauck's quick hands and feet comes up with it. A pass to Kubala. Kubala scores 2 more.
Yeah, Trayton in the right place at the right time and then doing a good job of just facing up the basket and finding his partner down there on the block.
Holland sends it over to Runk. Runk is trying to drive the right side. Kubala gives help. Long three goes up from Holland. And an offensive rebound for Zemer. Here comes Cash. You need to make shots if your name is Cash. Pull-up shot.
If you have
no
a name
good
like
for
Cash,
Zemer.
you definitely need to make buckets.
Kind of like that name. Here comes Trayton Mauk. 4-on-4, now 5-on-5. Huskies 5-out motion, pull-up shot. Braden Steffens, no good. Offensive rebound. Jackson DeVries, he turns it over. Here comes the Squirrels on the break. And we've got a player control foul called against Easton Holland.
Bjorn Kubala doing a good job of sprinting back and then getting position, getting his feet set, and he makes up for that foul that he had outside the three-point line by picking up the offensive foul.
Nice transition defense. That makes a coach proud. Steffens looking over the press here. A lot of Huskies are back. He's staying out of the trap, though, and keeping it in the middle. Yep. Cash Lorenz deflects the ball out of bounds, and here comes a Husky sideline play. Joe Caveney calling the plays.
Could be tough to really trap Braden. He handles the ball so well, keeps his head up, and able to see what's in front of him.
Yeah, he sees everything, and what he doesn't see, he feels it. He knows what's all going on all around him for sure.
Does a good job of pulling back and getting out of the trap there, not going into that coffin corner.
Jackson DeVries will play it in. We've got a box set around the lane. I'm not sure what the delay is. And the Huskies will set their offense, it looks like. Steffens to Gilbertson. Here's Landon Ralph at the top of the key. He gives up his dribble, gives it to Mauk. Back to Ralph. And Ralph scores right at the front of the rim. A nice assist from Trayton Mauk.
Squirrels went to trap out front there, and Landon did a good job of slipping and getting to the basket.
Right to the rim. And speaking of right to the rim, here's Jackson Haug that just checked in for the Squirrels. He catches a pass and draws a foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots.
You know, early in this game, the Huskies looked a little hurried, like they were trying to just go too fast, had a couple early turnovers, and now they're starting to settle down a little bit and gotten a couple easy ones.
Checking in is Zane Blixt for the Squirrels. Huskies have in their lineup Ralph, Kubala, Mauk, Steffens, and Jack Gilbertson is out at half court. Nice job by Haug knocking down those foul shots, and we have a steal. Quick steal on the press for Andrew Zemer, and he puts it in. Turnover Huskies.
Huskies going to have to take care of that basketball.
Landon Ralph for 3. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Ralph as the Huskies get within 2 points.
That's a shot he can make, and he'll shoot that thing with confidence all night long.
Shot fake and drive out of the right corner. That's Brody Runk, and he's going to draw a foul.
I think that's
going to be Trayton Mauk, it looks like. I'm seeing a number 11 go up from the official.
And Trayton got away with one early in that possession. There was some contact out here in the corner. And I think Coach Ralph is not happy with Landon on the help there. And then that ends up having Trayton draw that foul there.
But, Dad, I just made a 3.
Right.
I'm all about the offense, Dad. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
They're still discussing what they've got going on. Nice job by Runk making those foul shots. And here we've got the 2-2-1 press once again.
Central Cass doing a good job in their press. Got the Huskies a little bit rattled here.
Just setting the timing off a little bit.
Right, and you know, a lot of times when teams press, they're not trying to get turnovers. They're trying to force you into an early or a bad shot once you cross and break it.
Steffen plays it in this time, and he gets a back screen from Ralph. Double down screen for Gilbertson. He stops at the foul line, and he finds Kubala on a backdoor play. Pretty backdoor cut and pass Gilbertson to Kubala. Usually it's the other way around in football.
Yeah, how about that pass? Hey, I'm going to give it to my quarterback this time.
And we've got a foul on that drive by Bodie Runk. Foul's called on Landon Ralph. That's his first, fourth team foul with 1:53 left to play in the first quarter. The screen for Cash.
Long count
there. Deep
throw.
Deep in the count and a deep throw inbounds. You have the whole floor to get it in. A nice trap by the Huskies. High post, Runk. He wheels and he deals. His pass goes to Zane Blixt, who misses the reverse layup underneath. Here comes Kubala against the press. He's looking for a friend.
Kubala in trouble there. Nobody coming back to help, and then he tried to throw it over the top.
And Blixt went with high hands and tried to get the loose ball on the sideline, but he had a hand out of bounds while he scooped up the ball.
Tough to throw that thing over the top when you've got that guy right up against you. You got to get somebody to come back and help you.
And we've noticed that in your games. When your girl's trapped with high hands, good things happen.
Yep, that's right. That's what you want to do.
Gilbertson, spin move, misses his layup. Blixt sets the offense. Here's Cash Lorenz. He's dealing to Runk. Runk powers it up inside, and he's just too close at 6'5" to stop when he gets the ball at point-blank range like that.
Yeah, it's a good pass by Lorenz, getting deep into the lane there, and Runk able to finish.
Braden Steffens, a nifty assist to Jackson DeVries, and that's why Jackson DeVries is shooting 58%. He shoots shots off of really nice assists from this guard tandem for the Huskies.
It's nice when you can find a guy down there that can finish with ease. Huskies forced a turnover there.
Yeah, Runk tried to wheel and deal to Jackson Haug. He wanted to shot fake, but his feet went off the ground on a shot fake, it looked like. All right, Huskies have Kubala, Steffens, Mauk, DeVries, Ralph in.
So Gilbertson will get a little break here before the end of the quarter.
Steffens beats the trap to Kubala, back to Steffens. A lot of probing dribble here, looking at the defense. They're setting something up. Looks like we're going to see a little 2-3 flex. Nope, Kubala's driving. I think he might have been better off shooting it instead of turnover. Squirrels on the fast break.
Squirrels will look to take the last one here. 9 seconds.
Zemer fakes the dribble handoff, shoots the layup, it bounces out. Zemer follows no good, and there's Runk at 6'5", putting in a basket right at the buzzer. Squirrels take the lead at the end of the first quarter, 16-15. We'll be right back. We'll be right back after these messages.
Engineering, our business is about connections. We connect people to water, communities to counties, and counties to the rest of the world. Our work connects main streets to interstates, and yesterday with the potential of tomorrow. With over 40 years of connecting, our experience and expertise are thanks to the clients we have earned, the trust we have built, and the connections we have made. Interstate Engineering, the professionals you need, the people you trust.
And we're back at Wahpeton High School. The Squirrels have an 18-15 lead after the first quarter. Possession arrow says Central Cass. You just saw a Carlson Family Insurance timeout. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to put the Studio 22 Designs shout-out line up and the number for that. Give us a text. Don't call us, but give us a text. Tell us where you're watching from. Give us a name, and we'll get you a shout-out later on in the broadcast. Squirrels' first possession here, going against the Huskies man-to-man. And we've got a block foul called against Trayton Mauk. Handling the ball was Easton Holland.
Trayton in good position there. I don't know. There's not much more he can do. Well, that's a bang-bang call, and Trayton will pick up his second.
Yeah, it's a very quick call to make, and it did not go Trayton's way. So he's got 2 fouls early second. Near steal by Landon Ralph. And we've got Zemer looking over the Husky defense. Another ball screen out on top. Easton Holland attacking the basket. Landon Ralph nearly tied him up for a jump ball, but Holland comes away with 2. Gilbertson looking for Jackson DeVries, cutting to the basket on press break. And it's a turnover Huskies.
Yeah, Huskies had an opportunity there, and DeVries just couldn't corral it.
Holland kicks it out to Peterson. Peterson makes his corner 3. The best 3 in basketball by percentage.
And that's a tough one there. You miss one at your end, and then you give up a 3 at the other end.
Kubala, nifty left-hand drive. He fakes the pass and finishes with his right hand on the left side.
Able to come back and answer that right away pretty quick. See if you can turn that around and now get a stop and get back to business at your end of the floor.
Huskies trail by 5. Peterson, he's kicking it over to Zemer. Zemer, probing dribble. Here's Peterson. He kicks it to their post player. That's Ben Nelson, a 6-foot freshman scoring.
That's a good drive and kick. Get into the lane and then kick that to a diving player from the corner.
And I like how Nelson was on the move out of the corner, catch and finish on the backboard, shielding with that big body of his.
Yep, not just standing there waiting for the ball to come to you, diving to the basket, meeting your pass, and attacking the rim and getting in there and finishing.
Trayton Mauch's returning with 2 fouls. Is this a gamble here, Coach? What do you think?
I think you got to play him in short spurts. He's got to understand that he has 2 and cannot get 3.
Nice back screen from Jack Gilbertson, and Landon Ralph gets an assist. I think that was Trayton out. No, that wasn't Trayton.
Gilbertson on the back screen there.
Gilbertson scoring it off the nice pass. Big Ben. His shot is short. Landon Ralph battling with Ben Nelson.
Landon's got to settle down a little bit. You're going to get some contact in there when you get a rebound in the crowd.
I think Landon's kind of excited to see a post about his size.
About his size, right?
And we're going to mix it up tonight, it looks like, in the lane. It's going to get a little bit rough, possibly.
Yeah, he's going to get in there and bang, that's for sure.
Huskies come away with it, and here's their offense. Steffens drives just off the front rim. Rebound by Holland.
Oh, good hustle there by Gilbertson.
Nice steal. Steffens rewards Gilbertson for the steal, hitting him for a left-hand layup.
Yeah, Jack Gilbertson on the sideline. They're able to get the steal, turn around, and throw it back into Steffens, and then get up the floor and get it back for the finish.
Love it when these Husky guards can attack off the turnovers. Another trap by the Huskies.
Trying to turn up the pressure a little bit and see if you can get the Squirrels out of their comfort zone.
Ben Nelson, fake pass. Scoop layup, scores for the Squirrels.
How about Nelson?
Who's this Ben Nelson, a freshman? He's at 6 feet tall.
Oh, head and shoulders
he's got
fake.
a body on him.
Yeah, he does.
Landon Ralph on the sideline. A little bit of pressure. Nice pass. Mauch. Jackson DeVries. And that is an opportunity for an old-fashioned three-point play. Going to the line to shoot one is Jackson DeVries.
Yeah, you talked about Jackson's field goal percentage. Well, that's it right there. Get that ball in space, able to get around and draw the foul and get the finish to go with it.
Foul was assessed to Keegan Peterson. It's his first personal second-team foul. Huskies had several fouls in that first quarter. Now, Central Cass, they've got a couple fouls to one by the Huskies, the early Trayton Mauch foul. DeVries, his free throw, off the back iron. Rebound cleared by Peterson. Here comes the Squirrels' offense, and Runk is looking at Ralph and looking to attack. He kicks it out. Here's Runk once again. He's met by 2 Huskies. Ralph and Hawker trying to tie him up. They can't do it. Trying to set the offense is Zane Blixt. He's attacking. 10 on the shot clock. Short shot in the lane, no good. And we got a battle for the rebound. Battle between Peterson and Landon Ralph. And we have a jump ball called, possession arrow goes to the Wahpeton Huskies.
For a second there, it looked like about 4th and inches as there was a pile over there right in front of Coach Ralph. Took a while for everybody to get up.
Yeah, that volleyball line makes a nice goal line.
Got to stamp those lines down sometime. They jump up and trip you.
Oh, and a turnover by Gilbertson, followed by Central Cass answering on a turnover. Getting the steal was Zane Blix, but he traveled before making a pass to his teammate.
Yeah, good defense down there by Zemer as well. Able to knock that ball away.
Lendon Ralph gets a break. Trayton Mauk gets a break. Returning is Kubala and Steffens. At the 4-minute mark, 4:19 left in the second quarter.
They'll keep
Squirrels
the pressure
27, Huskies 23. 2-2-1, and they're not afraid to extend it. You got Blix with a rebound, and he turns it over to Jack Gilbertson, and he's fouled by Brody Runk. We've had a couple crazy possessions here back and forth.
The Squirrels did a good job there. They went a little run and jump from behind. They showed 2-2-1, but then came from behind to knock that ball away. And then trying to get up the floor, it was stolen back by the Huskies, and then Runk with just a foul. That you really just kind of let go. You got to give that one up and say, okay, we'll get back and fight another day.
And that's Runk's second foul. That might be significant. Their senior 6'5" guard, tallest man on their roster.
Yeah, he's got to be on the floor. He's got to understand when he has one, he can't get that second one here.
5-out motion offense. Huskies looking over a spread defense here, but Squirrels not afraid to pressure out of it.
Oh, good D there.
Good help on the dribble. Good man-to-man defense. At a strip, that's Runk. He's going in transition. Euro step, good for 2.
And Runk's going to pick up his third.
Bjorn Kubala trying to inbound the ball, got tangled up with Runk. Hold on now.
He gave a little bit of a shove there.
Coach Ralph is upset.
I think he's upset of his players, and hey, you got to pay attention to what's going on here. I think they're a little too nonchalant there.
Turnover in transition. I think when he rests a little bit here, he'll notice Runk has 3, and Kubala kind of drew that foul on him. Kubala on the attack.
Oh, a jump ball there.
And he gets tied up by Ben Nelson.
I like the minutes that Nelson's given.
He ain't afraid of nothing, is he?
No, he's not. He's had a couple of good moves here down on the offensive end, and now a good play there on defense. Freshman doing a good job, giving some good minutes.
We talked about all these Husky football players. I'm feeling like Ben Nelson is getting significant playing time in that Squirrels football squad.
Yeah, I think so too.
Here's Nelson. He's kind of fun to watch. Cash, he's kicking it out to Zane Blixt. There's a 3-pointer. No good. That was Holland. Rebound Kubala, and here come the Huskies in transition. Here's Jackson DeVries trying that right side, kicks it to Gilbertson. Gilbertson is fouled on the shot. He's going to go to the line and shoot 2, and now it's the Central Cass Squirrels having a little bit of foul trouble.
The Huskies will be in the penalty here, or shooting the penalty the rest of the way, as the Squirrels reach 5 fouls.
Gilbertson's first foul shot is off the back iron. Cash Lorenz, first personal, 5th team foul. Huskies in the bonus, like Coach Watson said.
Need to make these free throws, especially trailing like this. You got to take advantage of it when you get to the line, be able to score with that clock stopped.
Trayton Mauk almost checked in. He's coming in for Gilbertson, the shooter. And now he'll be in. Gilbertson making 2 of 2. Squirrels with a 5-point lead. A 5-point lead. Huskies going with Hockert, Ralph, Mauk, Kubala, and Steffens. So far, a 7-man rotation. There's a deep 3, no good. That's Jackson Haug. Ralph on the rebound. He clears it. And we're ahead to Carter Hockert. He's attacking. And that's going to be a block foul. Todd Rialt is calling that one against Zane Blixt. And Carter Hockert goes to the line. First game of the season. Carter Hockert went 5 for 5 against Thompson from the foul line.
See if Carter Bob can knock these down.
And he's got the first. Confident foul shooter, and I feel good that I didn't jinx him.
Yeah, just give it to me. Let me shoot it. Doesn't waste any time up there. I think a lot of times you have players who are questionable free throw shooters. They spend too much time thinking about it. Just got to have your rhythm, get up there and let it go.
It's a simple game. DeVries in for Kubala. All net for Carter Hawkert. Nice shot. Huskies light man-to-man pressure. They're just kind of being there. Holland trying to make things happen against Landon Ralph. He dishes to Cash, nearly out of bounds. Cash Lorenz working on Carter Hawkert. Lorenz deep three is no good. Rebound yanked down by Ralph. And here's Trayton Mauk on the fast break, opting to run offense. Braden Steffen says, no, I'm going to drive right down the middle of the defense for 2 points.
Braden Steffen doing what Braden Steffens does, just attacking the basket, able to get in there and finish. Just really, really tough to stop when he gets going with the head of steam.
And unofficially, Braden Steffens has 4 points now. Ben Nelson for three, no good. Rebound Ralph. Ralph is gobbling up the rebounds. He's motivated. Pass to Jackson DeVries. He begins to fall and turns it over. Here comes the Squirrels trying a fast break. Nice pass. That's Zemer to Holland. Assist Zemer, points Holland.
Yeah, that transition offense there off the turnover, the Squirrels will take that all night long.
Steffens working against pressure. Jack Gilbertson is waiting to come in. Trayton Mauk on the far side wing. He's doing work, and he drives too hard off the backboard. Squirrels going to offense in transition.
Huskies have had a couple there where they get in there and not able to finish.
Baseline drive is good for Andrew Zemer, and no help at all from the Huskies' weak side.
Yeah, can't give up that baseline. You've got to have somebody come and help there on the drive.
Huskies running their high-low. Landon Ralph, deep three, off the front iron.
Yep.
Nice rebound by Holland.
Going to be a foul on Hawkert on the push on the rebound.
Yep, that's an on-the-back foul. Over the back is not a foul. On the back is a foul.
They'll officially call that a push.
Gilbertson is in the game now. Hawkert gets a break. Trayton Mauk gets a break. Huskies on defense, 22 seconds left. Down by 5. Steffens up top guarding Zemer. Running some clock here. Taking it down for last shot possibly. Cash Lorenz gets a ball screen. And
going to be a foul here on Jack Gilbertson.
6 seconds left.
Coach Ralph asking for the push-off.
Coach Ralph feels like Ryan Geldner got confused on whose forearm was doing what. Playing the ball in is Zemer. Kind of a stack on the foul line for the Squirrels. Lorenz, he's trying to go to Runk. Runk has 3 fouls.
Yeah, he's really got to be careful.
And he's chucking a long three. It's no good. And we've made it to halftime. Huskies down 5. Squirrels 33. Wahpeton Huskies 28. Coming up next will be the halftime show, and we're going to take a break, Coach Watson and I.
Bringing you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
Here at the Amanda Frederick State Farm Agency, we do our best to make insurance a little less insurance-y for you. Hi, this is Amanda, your local State Farm agent. You've probably seen our team out and about volunteering in the community, participating in local events, and just doing our all-around best to support and encourage a healthy, vibrant community. Stop into our office sometime and find out why we've been consistently voted best insurance agency in the Valley and why State Farm has been a trusted household name in insurance for 100 years. We hope to meet you soon.
Any bank can tell you they have a rock-solid commitment to agriculture. Bell can prove it. To this day, every Bell Bank branch is partially built with rocks we've picked from our founder's farm. But our roots in ag have grown more than a few offices. They've shaped who we are and formed our entire approach to banking. Let us prove it to you as you grow your farm and prepare your legacy for the next generation. Bell Bank, committed to ag. In Wahpeton, talk to Rick Steckler.
Dakota Ag Products has helped farmers with all their agricultural needs as the farming industry has expanded. They provide farmers with all their chemical, fertilizer, seed, grain, and elevator needs. They also offer deep band tillage, chemical application, and fertilizer application, just to name a few. Proud to be a partner in your operation since 1941. Download the MKAP Grower 360 app from your app store today to see current market prices, your tickets, and any essential information for your operation. Thanks for all your hard work.
Since 1987, Red River Valley and Western Railroad has served North Dakota and Minnesota with over 500 miles of track. Red River Valley and Western handles shipping, freight car repair, storage options, and now transload services. With over 30 years of experience in the railroad industry, they know dependable service is what you strive for. Red River Valley and Western is proud to be a part of the community since 1987.
Welcome back to the Wahpeton High School Gymnasium, everybody, where we've got a very competitive game here. Huskies trail 28-33. The Squirrels have a 5-point halftime lead. It's a competitive game. It's a physical game. We've had a lot of action on the floor. We've had some turnovers. We've had some car crashes. We've had some train wrecks. Coach Watson, what do you think about the physical play, and who does it favor?
Well, I think right now the physical play is favoring the Squirrels. Their pressure has got the Huskies a little bit sped up. I think they're a little bit out of sync at times. Okay, and then that's when they turn the ball over and the Squirrels are able to score in transition. When they take their time, focus on what they're doing, attack the pressure the way that they need to, they're able to get down here and score and also pick up some buckets in transition. So, if I'm Coach Ralph in there at halftime, I say, hey, we need to settle down a little bit and make sure that we're attacking the pressure and we're getting good shots and don't fall into that trap of taking a bad shot early just because you break the pressure. We still want to run our stuff. We've kind of got them in foul trouble a little bit, and you've got to be able to take advantage of that, see if you can keep Runk off the floor. He's got 3. So we'll see how the Squirrels handle that. You've got a player that needs to be on the floor. They've got 3. Typically by rule, you're going to let them sit, maybe until you get halfway through or maybe towards the end of the third, and then you'll see if you can roll with it. But I think in this case, I think you might see Runk on the floor a little bit earlier here in the third quarter. Maybe go a little offense for defense there, as they did at the end of the half, but see if you can get him on the floor and use him as much as you can without picking up that 4th foul.
And he's the best analyst in North Dakota. He's Brian Watson. He's the Wahpeton Huskies head girls basketball coach. I'm Noel Eckroth, and you are watching the OSPTI halftime show. Out on the floor right now is the Youth Basketball Association Dogs, and I just love how fancy these travel uniforms are getting. Every year they come up with new designs, and it's nothing like the way I used to play at that age in my jean shorts and my white T-shirts out at the park.
Yeah, it's not a pair of black shorts and a white T-shirt anymore and a pair of Chuck Taylors. I mean, look at these things. They've got pink, they've got blue, they got purple. I mean, it's all over the place.
They've got stars and confetti falling on these uniforms designed into them. Maybe it's a spiderweb grid. I don't know what that has to do with dog. Maybe it's a chain link fence. That could be a chain link fence. I'm not really sure, but we're having a lot of fun here at Wahpeton High School. We got a really good game against the Central Cass Squirrels and the Wahpeton Huskies. You're watching the OSPTI halftime report, and we're going to go to the shout-out line. We've got some messages. We've got a shout-out to Jack Gilbertson from Lindsay, Don, and Morgan, Grandpa and Grandma Ron and Tony Peck up in Botno, North Dakota. That's awesome. We got a message from Botno. We got Keith and Kathy Lorenz watching in Langdon, North Dakota, and they're saying go Cash. Cash had a really nice start in this game. Early three-pointer from him. The Brewers from Morton are cheering on Trayton Mauk and the Huskies. That's awesome. Good to hear from you, Brewers. Let's go Huskies, it says. You guys, thank you for all you do to let us at home be able to watch. That's Brittany, Brogan, Berkeley, and Summit. Good to hear from you tonight. Allie Beyer, the crew from the Texas Crossing is watching. Go Huskies. All right, Texas Crossing.
Right down there in Tyler.
Tyler, yeah, where you will find Tyler Farm Supply. Fantastic. Go Huskies from Corner Drug. That's Paul and Leanne Folden watching from Rochester, Minnesota.
How about that, huh?
Rochester, that's great. Yes, Corner Drug.
Your prescription specialist.
We got Rob and Tammy watching from Botno. I got a message, no name, Castleton. It's great to have Castleton fans watching. Your team had a really nice first half. I got a message from, it's just saying, way to open the game. Have a good night. All right, maybe that might be one of my lunch crew. It might be Laura Lucina. It could be Elizabeth Lash. Maybe Spencer Ranke. Have you seen that 6'8" redhead walking around the high school hallways?
I'd like to have a 6'8" redhead that could play girls basketball. How about that?
I bet you would.
I'd take a 6'8".
I bet
I'd take
you
that
would.
for sure.
We think of him as the Bill Walton of Wahpeton High School. Also, Janet Bartles might be watching tonight from my group, from my lunch bunch. All right, you're watching the OSPTI halftime show, and both teams are back out doing warm-ups. And what do you expect to see? We've got Castleton ball to start the half here. Something for Runk? Or maybe do you stay away from that with his 3 fouls?
Well, let's see if Runk's going to be in the game here to start. But I think you just kind of do what you do. I mean, you do a good job with Ziemer out front handling the ball. They're able to penetrate and get into the lane and kick it out. They had Nelson diving from the corner on one of the penetrations, and they do a really good job, the Squirrels do, of getting to the offensive glass. And I think that's kind of got the Huskies back on their heels. Huskies do a little bit better job of boxing out, and they'll keep continuing with their pressure. Even though they're in a little bit of foul trouble, I think they're going to continue with the full court press and see if you can speed the Huskies up here in the second half, see if you can get them to turn it over, pick up some easy buckets in transition. And if you're the Huskies, you want to stay patient. You're still in this game here. It's a close basketball game. Stay patient here. See if you can get deep in the clock, make the Squirrels play defense, and see if you can attack and continue to get them in foul trouble, and see if you can get Braden Steffens going a little bit more going to the basket.
This is unofficial, but I've got a little bit of scoring here. Unofficial, it might be incomplete. Brody Runk with 9 points. He does have 3 fouls. Cash Lorenz, 5 points. Andrew Ziemer, 4. Easton Holland, 6. Jackson Haug, 2. And Big Ben Nelson, 4 points in the first half. How about that?
Yeah, I just like the minutes and the energy that he plays with. You know, he's come in and done a really good job. And I think that's what you need. If you're going to be a good, solid basketball team, you've got to get players that come in off the bench and give you something a little bit special. And Nelson's done that here in the first half for the Squirrels.
Unofficially for the Huskies, Jackson DeVries with 6. Braden Steffens has 4. Trayton Mauk, 2. Bjorn Kubala, 6. Jack Gilbertson 5, and Carter Hawker 2 for 2 on foul shots. So I think that's most of our 28 points there. I might be missing something. Again, that's unofficial. And we have Central Cass Squirrels basketball to open the half. And the Huskies, it looks like they're going to come out in man-to-man.
And Runk is on the floor. He's going to be guarded by DeVries right there on the left elbow. So we'll keep an eye on him and see if he can play with a little bit of foul trouble. He's a senior, so I'm sure he's been in many different scenarios. And as a senior, you can work your way through certain things and see if he does it here.
Foul trouble not too bad for the Huskies. Mauk has 2. Gilbertson has 2. Nobody with 3, and an early turnover as the pass sails out of bounds on the far side. Kubala is going to play it into Steffens. And the Huskies still looking at full court man-to-man pressure. Steffens should be able to handle this no problem.
Yeah, Steffens a tough guard, one-on-one. Both teams turn it over on the first possession of the second half here. Not the way you want to start if you're either team.
Huskies looked like they wanted to run their flex series, and Gilbertson dribble drived a little bit deep and lost the ball at half court. Mauk tried to save, not quite in time.
And you can penetrate in there off the flex, but you really have to have the timing there, and the Huskies just a little bit out of sync. Oh, got away with, nope, they did call it. Good
Peterson
defense.
with the travel right at the timeline.
Yep,
Steffens pressuring.
Yeah, good defense out front there by Steffens and able to force the turnovers. So we've had 3 turnovers here in a row to start this second half.
This is kind of a wild game.
It has been. We'll see if they can settle down here. A lot of pressure out front, a lot of hand contact out there.
Yeah, a lot of hand check there. That was Zemer guarding Steffens. Steffens real good at drawing contact and being able to get a shot off in spite of it. Here's a back screen. Gilbertson gets it and scores in the lane. 2 more points for Jack Gilbertson.
The Huskies get what they want out of that flex action. Gilbertson able to score down there off the back screen.
Opening bucket of the half, and the Squirrels lead by 3. There's a back cut. Nice pass from Runk to Holland as Holland finishes right at the rim.
You got some old-fashioned basketball going here. You got flex screen and you got a little backdoor cut. Both teams playing solid basketball here to start the second half now.
Yeah, when we're not arm wrestling and turning it over, we've had some real nice backdoor cuts. We've had some good-looking offensive play at times. Steffens goes down, and that's going to be a foul against Cash Lorenz.
Had a slow start to start the half, and then they get right back to business there after they get going.
And that's going to be second personal for Cash Lorenz. Inbound goes to Gilbertson. Kubala, the quarterback, looking at a 3, passed up on it.
And
Steffens pull-up shot, a little bit deep. Wow, there's Trade Mauk skying for the rebound. Gilbertson controls.
Central Cass in zone here. See if they go back. Yeah, Runk's playing kind of a one-man zone down there. No, they are in a little 2-3 here.
Well, we're following Steffens. Do we maybe have a box and one?
We'll check it out here.
Long 3 for Gilbertson off the back rim. DeVries tries to knock it away. He does to Gilbertson. Gilbertson cross-court. Kubala. He has a chance to look at a 3, just short. DeVries, another offensive rebound. Huskies doing a great job on the offensive boards. Jump stop move, no good for Steffens. Oh, DeVries almost had a steal. Here comes the Squirrels. They're 5-on-4 for a moment. Holland working out of that near side corner. He's going inside for a basket. Powering it up is Holland.
Yeah, Holland just flashing from the weak side there. Had position, able to get a nice pass there and score.
Kubala fouled on the drive, and I believe that's going to be Cash Lorenz once again.
So let's see here, next time they come down, if it is a true box and one. Because Zemer was
he's
tracking,
chasing Steffens.
Was face guarding Steffens there. So we'll see if it is a true box and one here.
He's not worried about help defense at all. Landon Ralph checks in for the Huskies. Checking in for the Squirrels is Zane Blixt. Blixt gives them a lot of defensive hustle, it looks like. Kubala missing the second.
Yeah,
we got a 7-point Squirrels lead.
Blixt was doing a good job on Steffens in the first half.
Huskies were trying to sort out their matchups, and the Squirrels have a turnover on that far sideline.
The Squirrels have had 2 unforced errors like that right in front of their bench. Got to clean this up.
Yeah, there's a reach from behind foul called on Andrew Ziemer. Steffens had him beat, and Ziemer decided to commit the foul.
Yeah, that's one that you're just not going to get on Steffens. He's too good of a ball handler for you to kind of let him go by and try and poke from behind. That's just not going to work.
Yeah, if the ball comes out of there, it's a telltale sign that it's a foul for sure. Good observation. Here's a high 1-4 offense. Looking at that high-low for the Huskies. Kubala wants to drive out of it.
Squirrels are back in man-to-man here.
Long three's no good for Gilbertson. Ralph took a big swing at the rebound. Coming out of there is Bjorn Kubala with 2 points for the Huskies. It's down to a 5-point lead.
Bjorn just standing there, everything bouncing in his hands.
Nice press break for the Squirrels. Runk from half court gets an assist to Zane Blix. Great execution on the press break.
You want to know how to break a press? You do it with the pass, and the Squirrels did it there for an easy one.
And Runk, a little bit of a playmaker as well as a scorer.
Yeah, Runk's doing a little bit of everything. He's got that senior leadership. He's the only senior on the team and doing a good job of leading this team.
Kubala, 3 from the corner. Gilbertson, offensive rebound. Ralph is going to try one. Top of the key. It's nothing but net. Coach Ralph is swinging his arms to get back and get out of that press.
Yeah, the big man will shoot it. And Coach Ralph doing a good job. You know, you got to know what you're doing. And Squirrels are doing a good job of breaking the press. Let's get back and play deep.
Here's Runk with a nice pass inside. Missing the first shot, but staying with it is Easton Holland. He scores. He's got a chance at the old-fashioned 3-point play. And let's see who they called this foul on.
That's on Bjorn.
Bjorn Kubala's second foul, first team foul. Squirrels have 3 team fouls this quarter. They also have a 6-point lead. Holland makes that shot to build that lead.
Holland's done some damage here early.
Yes, he has.
Got a couple of quick baskets and drawing the foul and knocking down the free throw.
Holland's got 13 points. He's playing a really nice floor game for the Squirrels. Gilbertson to Kubala. It almost looks a little bit like the flex series. Steffens, pull-up shot, foul line. No good.
Yep.
Huskies fighting for the rebound, and we're going to get an on-the-back foul.
Yeah, going to get Steffens from behind there with the push.
Or a push, or a slap.
Got him on the head, I guess.
Yep. First personal foul, second team foul, Huskies. And we have a timeout called by the Wahpeton Huskies. This is a Carlson Family Insurance timeout. And we're going to stay here. All right, we're staying here for this Carlson Family Insurance timeout. And Carlson Family Insurance is located on 7th Avenue in downtown Wahpeton. Carlson Family Insurance works for their customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal, just like it is at Three Border Sports Network. Right, Coach Watson?
Customer satisfaction, you got it. There it is.
All right, we had a lot of shout-outs, and you can still send some shout-outs in. We'll get to a few more later on. I see we have another one coming in. So that's great. We love hearing from our viewers. Send us a name, send us where you're watching from, and we'll get a shout out to you.
701-899-4490. Shoot us a text and we'll give you a shout out.
And out of the timeout, we're back to the action, and here come the Squirrels. They've got a 7-point lead. Huskies trying to bite into that 7-point lead. Runk with contact is able to make the shot off the backboard. High off the glass.
Yeah, the senior doing work down there, playing with those 3 fouls, doing a good job.
And the Squirrels stretch that lead to 9. Here's Landon Ralph. He's going to tee up another 3. And he's got it again. Back-to-back threes for Landon Ralph.
Shades of Cooper Klosterman out there knocking down those threes for the big man.
And I think one of my shout-outs is Cooper's parents.
Coop Dog got it done last year from behind the 3-point line, and Landon Ralph doing it here tonight.
Andrew Ziemer's shot is no good. Here's Kubala on the break. Spin move. It's up off the front of the rim. Gilbertson follows. No good. Kubala's tip is no good. And here come the Squirrels on the break. Coach Ralph, 2 hands on the head. And the Squirrels are going to run some offense, maybe. Runk to Holland. Holland off the glass once again.
I think that was Peterson down there on the cut. Able to
Peterson,
finish.
I'm sorry. I'm so used to Holland putting up points here for the Squirrels.
Yeah,
we
Holland
got Peterson in the scoring column again.
Yeah, Holland was busy early, and now Peterson on the little cut there. Huskies got to do a good job of trying to slow down the Squirrels' offense and still get things done on your end.
Here's that flex series. Flare cut to Kubala, layup for Gilbertson. Nice execution off the flare and the pass to the screener.
Yeah, that is well executed, doing a good job of waiting for the screener, and then the double goes, and then you're wide open, and a good find there underneath the basket.
Three-pointer, Runk off the front iron, and we got a melee in the lane. Landon Ralph touched it last. He's trying to win the Academy Award for pointing which direction the ball's going to go. Runk's going to inbound it for the Squirrels.
And that was clearly off of Landon.
It was clearly off of him.
He was trying to sell it down there.
He was. Here's Runk, spin move. Spin move between Mauk and past Jackson, and we're going to have a foul on that move. Runk is going to the line, and that's a foul against Trayton Mauk.
That's going to be the third on Trayton.
Third foul. We're late third quarter, minute 30 left to go, 46-40. A guard, third foul, late third. Probably not too much to worry about.
Not too much. I think, you don't want to say it, but Trayton's played in foul trouble a little bit before.
He's kind of used to this.
I think he is.
It's a recurring theme.
Yeah, I like what Runk's doing. He's playing with foul trouble too, but he's so active. He's a senior out there, a leader. He wants the basketball and knows what to do with it.
Runk has 13. There's a three-pointer. Steffens, no good. Rebound, that's Blixt. Runk's going to bring it up. Nope, Blixt is going to bring it up. Runk and Holland both have 13 points for the Squirrels. Here's Runk looking over Steffens, deep right side corner. Peterson, his pass to Big Ben. Fadeaway jumper's no good for Nelson. Steffens on the drive. He gets fouled and he makes the basket. He's going to the line to shoot one shot.
And that is what he does. He just is able to slice through people, a nice jump stop between defenders, and able to get up there and finish and draw the foul.
One of my favorite things that I heard at a coach's clinic was being able to finish outside your body, and I think Steffens really does that well. Tough angles, small windows, outside the framework of his body, he can make that shot, and he makes the foul shot. He's got 7 points now for the Huskies. Leading scorer of the Huskies is Landon Ralph with 11.
On 3 threes for Landon.
On 3 threes, exactly. DeVries defending Runk. Baseline pass, drive, no good, turnover. Jackson Haug. Fast break layup is good for the Huskies, and that's a fact. Jack Gilbertson.
And the Huskies starting to return the favor with the turnovers that they're turning into buckets. That's what the Squirrels did to get that lead in the first half.
The lead is 3 for the Squirrels. 10 seconds remaining in the quarter. And we've got a timeout called by Coach Matt Norman, and the Central Cass Squirrels will be back to the action after this.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health. Health lives here.
No matter.
And we're back at Wahpeton High School. We've got a 3-point game with 9.1 seconds remaining. Squirrels will be inbounding after that timeout. Let's see what they've set up. They inbound to Cash Lorenz. We got a high 1-4 set. Runk is handling. Lorenz has it back, and he's fouled. That's going to be a block foul against Landon Ralph. Second personal, fourth team foul. We're not at the bonus. Squirrels, 3.2 on the clock. Runk inbounds on the baseline. Let's see what they've got with 3 seconds. We've got a curl for Runk, but the shot goes up. That was Blix with a shot at the buzzer. And that gives us another opportunity to take a quick break. We'll be back after these messages.
A farmer's relationship with Red River Grain Hefty Seed never changes. Red River Grain Hefty Seed works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain Hefty Seed has been saving farmers money for years. For all your grain and agronomy needs, stop in or call the friendly staff at 643-3738 or visit them online at redrivergrain.com.
Is your athlete suffering from an ankle sprain or a hit to the head? Did you know that a chiropractic adjustment can decrease ankle swelling by half and get your athlete back to their sport quicker? Or dizziness, brain fog can come from a neck subluxation. With 20 years of chiropractic experience, Dr. Andrea at Hornstein Family Chiropractic knows personally how chiropractic adjustments can get you back to playing your sport in no time. Request an appointment online at hornsteinfamilychiropractic.com or call 701-672-1300.
And we're back from another Carlson Family Insurance timeout. We're back at Wahpeton High School for the start of the fourth quarter. Huskies ball trailing by 3. Start of the fourth. I've got a couple shout-outs. Laura Lucina checking in on Three Borders Sports Network. I've got another text. Did you know the Squirrels' number 2, Andrew's mother, Shannon Smith Zemer, is in the NDSCS Hall of Fame for basketball? Aaron Smith checking in from South Dakota, Andrew's number 1 fan.
I did not know that.
Landry and Lexi Kent and Wahpeton. Joe and Melanie Klosterman checking in. Andrew Z, Lara, and Rita Price from Redfield, South Dakota. I used to live in Miller, South Dakota, 45 miles south. Bjorn Kubala going to work in the lane, and he puts one up off the front iron. Rebound, that's Holland. He brings it across. Cash Lorenz setting the offense. Quick reversal. This is Jackson Haug. He gives it up to Big Ben Nelson. Nelson, he's looking for Holland. A lot of ball movement here. And it ends up with a made 3 for Jackson Haug. That, I believe, is his first basket of the game.
High percentage inside-out 3. Squirrels doing a good job of running their offense there. And they get the big bucket there on the three-pointer.
Haug's second basket of the game. He has 5. Here's a ball screen by DeVries for Steffens. Handoff to Gilbertson. Back to DeVries. A rare three-point attempt for him. It rims in and out. And Landon Ralph knocks it out of bounds. It's going to be Squirrels basketball.
Got a lot of time left here. That was a big 3 by the Squirrels to stretch that lead.
Yeah, that was a big shot. Trayton Mauk checking back in. Plenty of time for the Huskies.
The Squirrels have done a good job of kind of keeping the Huskies at bay. Huskies get it down to 3, and then they're able to stretch it out again. Got it back to 6 now. Need a good possession here on this one.
Yeah, it's a hard-fought, competitive game. Haug off the front rim. Here comes Holland. Holland, he's got to kick it back out. Here's Cash. Cash back to Holland. He's probing the lane. Back to Cash Lorenz. Dribble penetration. He throws up a floater, no good, off the back iron. Steffens on the fast break. He's got options, and he's going to call his own number. Left-hand layup on the fast break. Huskies score another 2.
I mean, really, nobody better in Region 1 at getting to the basket and finishing in transition. Braden Steffens just doing some work there.
And we have a baby hook in the lane. Easton Hall, and he goes down after the shot. He's back up, though. He's okay. Steffens, unorthodox shot. Gilbertson rebound. Nearly blocked from behind, but he's strong enough to power that in. Gilbertson's got a nice set of shoulders on him.
Yeah, good, strong rebound. Had a little contact, but still able to finish. And I think Ralph is going to pick up a blocking foul here.
Yep, Andrew Zemer had a full head of steam, taking it into the lane. And more often than not, the guard draws the foul on the forward on that one. 3 on Landon Ralph.
So the Huskies have cut it down to a 2-point game. And this has been the point where the Squirrels have been able to stretch that lead back out. And let's see if the Huskies can get a stop here and maybe tie or take the lead on the next possession.
Yeah, they're looking to keep that roll going. A bad switch on the inbound play. That leads to a shot from Peterson. It's no good. He had a wide open look on the block.
Yeah, he did. And like I said, just a little miscommunication there on the switch, on the cross, and Huskies fortunate that that ball didn't go down.
Coach Caveney talking to Coach Ralph, giving him some defensive advice. All right, and we are looking at a set play here for the Huskies. A stagger screen for Kubla. It pops wide open. His three-point attempt is in and out, but Landon Ralph gets an offensive rebound. DeVries looking for help. He turns it over. Here goes Zemer. Steal it. No! Denied. Braden Steffens traps it against the backboard for a spectacular block from behind. That might be a Comdell Innovation Play of the Week. It's at least a candidate. Squirrels play it in.
Braden Steffens just saying, excuse me.
Here comes Runk. He dishes to Big Ben. Ben Nelson is fouled, and he's going to go to the line for two. You could see Ben Nelson gathered himself, went up, double pumped. He knew the contact was coming. And take your pick on the foul.
Yeah, just take your pick there. Going to try and make him earn it there. Two big guys going at it. Landon Ralph.
Todd Rialt picks Landon Ralph.
Yeah.
It's his fourth.
Landon picks up his fourth. But the big boys going at it down there.
2-point lead, Squirrels.
How about the block by Steffens?
One shot remains. Oh, Comdell Innovation, possible play of the week.
Little LeBron James chase down there.
Ben Nelson misses both. Here comes the Huskies with a chance to tie or take the lead. Just under 5 minutes remaining. Dribble handoff to Kubla. Mauk gets a three-pointer up. He's short. Steffens saves it. Bounces it off of Ben Nelson. Husky basketball. All right, Joe Caveney. Pull your play sheet out of that pocket. Get the dust bunnies off it. Let's see what you got, Huskies, for an inbound play. Goes into Kubla. Looks like it might have been a shooter play for Steffens.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get lined up to get back in and get a
But we're going to
screen.
run offense. Here comes Steffen. Dribble penetration, pull-up jumper, no good. Squirrels rebound, pulling it down is Holland.
I think the Huskies were in mode there. If we don't get a good one on the inbounds, let's try and get a good one once we get it run there.
They had a good look. Mauk steals a block shot. Gilbertson on the fast break. And he banks it. It crawls over the bottom of the rim and in. Gilbertson scoring his 15th point. And the Huskies have tied the game with a half a quarter left. Peterson, he's in trouble. Gilbertson steal. Stealing it back is Zane Blixt. And we've got a timeout called by head coach Matt Norman for the Squirrels. That gives us a chance to take a much-needed break. We'll be back right after these messages.
Deli and Eatery, serving delicious deli staples paired with great service and friendly staff. They use the best ingredients and provide a great atmosphere. If you have an office party or an at-home celebration, Wahpeton Deli and Eatery can help with your next event. And now you can order online for in-store pickup. Check it out at wahpetondeliandeatery.com or call 642-3639.
No matter the time of year, there's never a bad time to get your ride sparkling at All Seasons Car Wash. Your ride deserves to shine all year round. We'll see you at All Seasons Car Wash.
And we're back at Wahpeton High School. Here's the situation. We're tied at 51. We got 3:55 remaining in the game. I'm Noel Eckroth. He's Brian Watson. And we have A good old high school boys basketball game at Wahpeton High School.
Gonna get an offensive foul there, a legal screen. Had some action down there across the lane, and the screener did not get set, and the Squirrels turn it over.
Ryan Gellner makes the call. The screen is assessed to Andrew Ziemer. That's his third personal, second team foul. One team foul for the Huskies. They're trying a 1-4 offense, but there's a steal. Peterson lays it up and in. Steal and basket, Peterson. And he deflects the inbound pass, nearly getting a second steal. He had that lined up.
Keegan Peterson getting it after it. Had the steal on the wing and then trying to get it here on the inbound, just flying all over the place.
He's having a nice ball game, 7 points out of Peterson.
I like the hustle on the defensive end.
Runk has 13. Easton Holland has 13. Here's Gilbertson. Gilbertson leads all scorers now with 17, and we're tied at 53.
Yeah, Jack taking a play out of Braden Steffens' book, little spin and hang, rise and shine, and getting the job done there for the Huskies.
Rise and shine. I love that, Coach Watson. Cash Lorenz. Screen roll. Troubles with the screen roll, and we have a call, a timeout, called once again by Central Cass. We're going to stay here. This is another Carlson Family Insurance timeout. Carlson Family Insurance is located on 2nd Avenue in downtown Wahpeton, and like we said before, Carlson Family Insurance works for their customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction, that is their number one goal. We're tied at 53. Looking at the Huskies lineup, we've got Jack Gilbertson leading all scorers with 17. Bjorn Kubala, he's got 8. Also in is Trade Mauk. He has 3 fouls, no points. Braden Steffens has 9, and we have Jackson DeVries with 6.
We're getting at that point in the game here with 2:56 to go, just under 3 minutes, where you have to really value the possessions. It's been kind of up and down, back and forth. We had a couple times where, both teams turn it over, or 3 possessions in a row, back and forth. But now you're getting down into crunch time. You need to make use of every single possession that you get.
Yeah, and moments ago, Keegan Peterson stole a possession and got a basket out of it. Here's Holland going to work. He's kicking it out to the corner. And Runk dribbles out of bounds. It's going to be Huskies basketball. We're tied. Huskies basketball. 2:47 remaining.
The Squirrels have just had an issue over there in that corner, right in front of their bench. They've turned it over 3 times here in the second half, right over there in front of Coach. And Huskies,
if you're going to turn it over, that's not the place to do it.
That is not the place to do it. So the Huskies get to see if they can take advantage of it. And we got a little chess match here as Coach Ralph's going to take a timeout.
And we got a timeout called by the Wahpeton Huskies. We've got a chance to go to a few messages. We'll be back to the action after this.
Sometimes it's tough being a dad. Kids grow up fast. Hey, girls. Oh, love it.
Dad, what are you doing?
I'm TikToking.
Is he serious?
Don't even want me around anymore. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. Hugs mean a lot to a dad. So, with Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
And we're back to the action. Huskies ball. They're setting up something, but Central Cass is showing zone. Can't run their set play. It looked like it was going to be John Delvell's old Indiana play.
And a good chess match there coming out in zone out of the timeout.
Great strategy. Love to see some switching defenses. Central Cass staying with the zone. Mauk trying a 3 off the front iron. Rebound is Holland. Here comes Runk. He has 13. Holland has 13. Ziemer, top of the key. On the drive, reverse layup is no good for Holland. And here comes the Huskies in transition. Braden Steffens trying to make something happen. His shot goes off the bottom of the rim. Ziemer playing point guard for the Squirrels. He brings it up to set the Squirrels offense. Runk looks it over. He's guarded by Kubala. Gilbertson bats it away. Falls into the hands of Peterson. Holland stuck in the lane. Runk, coffin corner for the Squirrels tonight, and another turnover.
Turn it over again in that same spot.
Steffens and DeVries go 2-on-2, and we have a block called on the Steffens drive and shot. Steffens will go to the line to shoot 2. That foul is going to be assessed to Brody Runk for the Squirrels.
That's on Holland.
Excuse me, Easton Holland, his second personal, second team foul. Here's Steffens shooting 2. First shot is good. No substitutions for the Huskies.
And Holland did a good job of sprinting back and getting in position. He thought he was there in time, and just
He did. He tried to set up with his feet outside the restraining circle.
Yep.
Checking in is Cash Lorenz for the Squirrels. Steffens makes 2 of 2, and the Huskies lead by 2. And we have a 30-second timeout on the floor. Chance to go to these messages. We'll be back after this.
Life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
And we're back at what's shaping up to be a really great high school ball game. Huskies lead by 2, 55-53, a minute 25 left. I'm Noel Eckroth. He's Brian Watson. Over in Breckenridge is Joe Schreiner and Camden Yards covering Cowboys and Nuggets.
Yeah, that game was tied at the half.
Three-pointer is all net, and that's Keegan Peterson. That shot puts him in double figures. He has 10. Squirrels lead by 1. Trayton Mauk trying to make something happen. Spin move. Players on the floor. We got a melee right at the restraining circle, and jump ball is the call. Possession arrow says Squirrels.
Peterson with a big bucket there. He was getting it done on the defensive side, and then comes up with the big 3 to give the Squirrels the lead.
Yeah, 7 points so far. That shot puts him in double figures, and I thought he looked confident shooting it. And we have a timeout called by the Central Cass Squirrels, trying to organize their offense.
So we'll see what happens here for the Squirrels. They get what they wanted there. They got the big 3, got the lead back.
30-second timeout. Chance to thank some of our sponsors. We love our sponsors, and we've got some good ones. We got Giant Seeds and Snacks. We got Gripper Sports. We got North Dakota State College of Science. Go Wildcats. Love cheering for the Wildcats. Tonight we're on Red River Communications Cable Channel 28. We're also streaming on YouTube. We've got Bell Bank as a sponsor. We've got Essentia Health, Smith Motors, Mid-Dakota Ag Products, Sanford Health, All Seasons Car Wash. Did you know they have a dog wash there too?
I know they have a dog wash. It's the best car wash in town.
I love using that dog wash. I get Gage and Colt cleaned up, so Roxanne is happy when I come home from hunting.
We can't take our dog. We can't take all of them there at the same time. We got to go one at a time. Our dogs are a little bit out of control. So, but hey, we do what we do.
You know, when you're dealing with animals.
We have 3 of them, so it's a little crazy at our
When you're
house.
in broadcasting, be care of animals and children. You never know what they're going to do.
That's right.
And here we're dealing with the Squirrels. We don't know what they're going to do, but they've got a 1-point lead, 29 on the shot clock, 55.4 in the game. Huskies in man-to-man defense.
Yeah, I think you're trying to use all of this shot clock here.
And we're seeing some dribble handoffs. We got a pass inside. And Holland is fouled by Kubala, as he tries to go up with his left hand.
Yeah, they were very deliberate in what they wanted to do. Ziemer had a wide open shot there and wisely did not take it. He's about, 12 feet out. And then he's able to get that thing one extra pass inside there to Holland, and they draw the foul.
And before the pass, Holland did a nice job carving out position in there. First free throw is no good. One free throw left. Checking in is Landon Ralph. Out goes Trayton Mauk.
We had a crazy overtime game here, the boys did with Central Cast last year. It came down to some free throws.
Yes, that was a fun one. Holland makes the second. Squirrels by 2. 40 seconds on the clock. Steffens handling. Enters to Landon Ralph. Kubala top of the key. He's going to drive left-handed. And Kubala is fouled on the shot. He'll go to the line to shoot to a chance to tie the ball game. Foul assessed to Keegan Peterson. Second personal, third team foul, 30 seconds left.
That one stayed on the good side, used all of it.
Kubala gets the roll on that one, making the first. It's a 1-point game. Nate Lorenz in for the Squirrels. Kubala's shot is up. Bounces in again. We're tied. And when we're tied, it's a timeout festival. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a chance to go to a break, and we're going to take it. We'll be back after this for the exciting finish.
By contacting Yield Advantage for all your seed and planting equipment needs. They carry high-quality products from Precision Planting, Intelligent Ag, Copperhead Ag, Outback Wraps, Ware Parts LLC, Midwest Seed Genetics, and more. Yield Advantage can help your planter from basic service parts to liquid fertilizer setups. All of the latest technology and often significantly less than buying a new planter. Be ready to hit the field by contacting Yield Advantage 218-517-7878 or online at yield-advantage.com.
We're back at Wahpeton High School. We've got a tie game, 57-57, 30.7 seconds left. Squirrels basketball. Central Cass has it. I don't know what you would call this game. It's been an exciting and intense high school basketball game. It's been a slugfest. It's been a slobber knocker. It's been a melee.
I mean, if I'm Central Cass, I'm kind of in the position that I want to be in. I'm on the road here, got a tie ball game. I have the basketball. I'm in control of my destiny here. I can hold for the last shot and either win the game or we're going to play a little extra basketball.
Are you going to take what presents itself? If something presents itself.
We'll see what happens here.
Runk handling on top. We're down to 15 seconds.
Huskies have fouls to give.
Now Holland has it. Holland dribbles across the foul line. Runk has his hands up. He's asking for it. Holland looking to penetrate.
Yeah, there it is. So they have. They got a timeout here. Looks like.
Yes, we have a timeout called by Matt Norman.
Did he call the foul too? Let's see if he called the foul.
I thought the whistle was a foul. I think Coach Ralph is asking for that as well.
Yeah, I saw the closed fist go up. So let's see what they do
Check
here.
that. Coach Ralph wants the timeout, not the. He wants Central Cass to have a timeout. He doesn't want a Husky foul.
I think we got the timeout before the foul. Looks like.
Huskies do have fouls to give.
Yep. And that's what I was going to say. On the drive to the basket, you got that foul. You can use it. Don't give them any straight line drive. You can stop them, not make them take it out of bounds here. And they called the timeout to draw up exactly what they want and see if they can get a clean look. You just want to make sure that you get this ball in bounds and you're able to get a shot off. You don't want to turn it over on the inbounds and give the ball back to the Huskies and give them a chance. You need to take the last shot, but you still want to give yourselves an opportunity.
So we're at 3.2 seconds left. Central Cass, is going to inbound the ball. Timeout was called. The ball was above the foul line, so are we sidelined?
This should go sideline.
Playing it in is going to be Cash Lorenz.
And you have plenty of time here. You can catch. You can take one dribble. You got a shot fake. You got plenty of time. You don't need to be rushed here.
We have a diamond formation with Runk at the near elbow. We've got Holland at the far elbow under the basket. I think that's Zemer.
And we're going to get a foul here on the inbound. So before the ball came in, they're going to call Landon Ralph with a hold. So now that'll take the Huskies to 4. Now you cannot foul.
And that's one of those fouls to give. Was that intentional? Because Landon Ralph looks like he's surprised.
I don't think that was intentional. I think if you're going to do something like that, you're going to do that after the ball is caught and inbounds.
Trayton Mauck is in, and I like having speed in on this defensive lineup. Oh, lob pass goes to Runk. An intentional foul is called against the Wahpeton Huskies. Runk goes down hard trying to shoot that shot. Bjorn Kubala jumped outside trying to double team whoever the ball was going to. That left Runk open inbounds. Huskies scramble to recover and commit a hard foul. You don't want to give up that easy basket.
No, you don't want to give up the easy basket. You got to make sure you go for the ball. And Runk went down pretty hard. And officials decide to call that intentional. So there's going to be 2 shots here, and then the Squirrels will get the ball back. So regardless of the results of the free throw, the Squirrels will still get an opportunity if they're not able to convert.
And we're at only 1.9 seconds left on the clock.
Plenty of time to catch and shoot.
We have a chance to go for a break as Chantel Schutt, our trainer, takes a look at the player for Central Cass, and
looks like he's going to make his way up here, or maybe not. So let's go ahead and take a quick break.
We're going to take a short break. We'll be back.
A local insurance team ready to serve you. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, providing home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance. As residents of your community, they understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted friends and neighbors. Together, they're building strong partnerships that help everyone succeed. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, a proud supporter of high school athletics.
And we hope to see you at American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates.
We're back at Wahpeton High School. The young man, Brody Runk, with 13 points, having a heck of a ball game, was able to walk off under his own power. So we are looking at a substitution. Substitution appears to be number 13, Cole Boer. He's checking in.
And he's going to come in and he's going to get a couple free throws to win this thing.
So replacement shooter has to come off the bench. So we've got a replacement shooter in for Runk. It's Cole Boer.
And Coach Ralph is going to take a timeout. And what's interesting about this is Boer's going to come in and shoot these free throws, but you got to get out there and shoot them by yourself. And sometimes that's not easy to do. You're used to having those guys in the lane down there. But you got to treat it like you're in the gym by yourself, just working on your game, and see if you can get in here and knock down 1 or 2 here and give yourselves an opportunity to win this game.
So we've got a tie game, and the 5'11" freshman guard is going to have a chance to take the lead either by 1 point or 2 points, and it will be Central Cass ball out of bounds with 1.9 left. Everything is kind of falling into place for the Central Cass Squirrels.
And I'm gonna guess that Boer is a pretty good free throw shooter. We keep track of our free throws in practice, so even if we have kids that don't get a lot of game action varsity, we still know who can make free throws, and it's a big opportunity for the freshman to get here and get his name in the book.
Official Mike Line is getting ready to administer the fouls.
And he's doing a good job here. Cole is of staying off the line. Sometimes players get there, they stand there and wait for the ball. So doing a good job staying off the line and getting into his routine.
3 dribbles, shot is up and in. Coach Norman is pretty happy with his freshman guard. Second shot for Boer off the front iron. So it's a 1-point game. Squirrels lead 58-57. This is going to be a difficult finish for the Huskies.
Yeah, it's got to be a foul on the catch to give yourself a chance to maybe get the ball back. Really in a tough spot to finish this one out.
Playing it in is Holland. We've got a 3-man stack inside. The ball went into Keegan Peterson. He's fouled immediately, like you said. Yeah. I think they're going to assess that against Trayton Mauck. They do.
And Trayton, just no choice there. That's got to be the first one there to get there. Can't worry about how many fouls you have. You've just got to stop the clock.
Carter Hockert will check in for Trayton Mauk.
And
so in the lane rebounding for the Huskies, you've got Kubala and Jackson and Steffens. Outside the lane, you've got Gilbertson. 1 second. Do you intentionally miss this?
I mean, you want to try and just make them, and if there is something weird that happens, you end up in a tie.
So the foul shot is good for Peterson. That's a 2-point lead for the Squirrels. Perhaps an intentional miss on this one just to get the clock started, get out of here, but he makes it. Huskies looking at a possible full court play, out of timeouts. Deep pass, Gilbertson!
Oh my, he
had a
chance.
Shot to get the Huskies to 59.
He was just too far
but it
under.
Goes off the bottom of the rim.
Yep.
Well, both teams, nothing to hang their heads about. A well-played game tonight. The Central Cass Squirrels come out on top, 60-57 over the Huskies, and we'll be back for the post-game show after a few more messages.
The folks at Tyler Farm Supply understand that farming is hard work, and that's why they only offer durable and reliable short-line farm equipment that you can depend on. Whether you're a small-scale farmer or manage a large operation, they have the tools that you need to get the job done quickly and efficiently. Plus, with their competitive pricing and financing options, Tyler Farm Supply makes it easy for you to get the equipment you need without breaking the bank. Give them a call today, 701-642-8827.
When challenging conditions arise, we don't back down. We up our game. We outpace the competition. Keep you ahead of adversity. We keep you equipped and bring you solutions that hit close to home. Channel leads the field so you can rise above. See how at channel.com/rise.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls, Breckenridge, and Hankinson. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
For 75 years, Corner Drug has been your trusted Health Mart pharmacy in Wahpeton. As the prescription specialist, we're dedicated to your health. We provide immunizations to keep you safe, along with health pack compliance packaging for easy medication management. Plus, our medication synchronization ensures all your prescriptions are ready when you need them. Experience personalized care and expertise at Corner Drug, where your health is our priority.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
All right, well, I'd like to welcome back all of our viewers to the First Community Credit Union postgame. First Community Credit Union, make your dreams affordable with competitive rates, flexible terms with our products. Remember, FCCU, check them out when you get a chance, and we'd like to thank them for sponsoring our post-game show. Quick rundown, a tough loss for the Huskies in Region 1. They came into this game with a 3-1 record, and they're walking out with a Region 1 loss. Very close game, well-played, competitive game, but I think probably the happiest person in the gym might be Central Cass's head coach, Matt Norman, and he couldn't be happier when his freshman guard, Cole Muir, as a substitute foul shooter when Brody Runk went down, came in and sunk 1 out of 2?
1 out of 2.
1 out of 2, yes.
Gave him the lead, and then there was a foul on the inbound after that. But that's tough to do. To come in, you haven't played all game. You've been sitting there, and then you have to shoot them with nobody on the line. You know everybody's looking at you. And to make that first one, that's the big one. Make that first one, then you kind of relaxed. And you knew you were going to get the ball back, too, as well. So once that first one's made, the pressure's kind of off your shoulders. And, the Squirrels did what they needed to do. They got a big bucket late from Keegan Peterson to give them the lead. He hit that big three-pointer right in front of his bench, and that gave him the lead. And they kind of never looked back after that. And Peterson was also kind of key before the three-pointer. He had a couple, had turnover on the far wing there and able to get down here and convert, and then got his hands on it right after that. So kind of started it with that defensive energy and able to finish it on the offensive end with the big three.
I was really impressed with Central Cass's defensive effort. I thought they did a nice job on the Husky guards. They didn't get out of control. They didn't give up a lot of drives to the basket. Almost every mid-range shot was contested. They did a nice job.
Yeah, I think they just stuck with their game plan. They said, hey, you know what? We're going to try and pressure the Huskies, see if we can get them to turn it over, see if we can get them out of sync a little bit. And they were able to do that, and the Huskies fought back and able to get back in this thing, take the lead there late. And then the Squirrels just kind of, with the team with only one senior on it, you would think that, once the Huskies took the lead, you'd kind of see them fall off a little bit. But no, I mean, they played like a veteran team and just kind of, didn't back down and said, hey, you know what, we still got this thing. Let's keep up our pressure. Let's see if we can get some open looks. And Keegan Peterson got a big open look and knocked it down. And then you get a freshman that comes in off the bench to knock down the game-winning free throw when Runk goes out. I mean, it's all you can ask for. It's a good, solid team basketball win for the Central Cass Squirrels. And
it's kind of Brody Runk's daycare.
It's
Brody Runk and the kids.
I mean, it kind of is.
The cardiac kids.
Yeah, it is. And, and Runk does a good job of leading the charge. He commands the basketball. He's always active. But the thing is, when you have a senior like that, he trusts the other players around him. He has no problem giving the ball up and finding the guys who are open. And, like I said, Peterson knocked that down. Holland did a good job. He's only a sophomore. This is a good basketball team that's got a nice future ahead of it. Even though they lose Runk, they've got some kids who can play.
Oh yeah, Ben Nelson comes in. Great minutes from him. Fun to watch.
Yeah, he had a good first half. Came in and was really active. Had a couple nice baskets and just a fun team to watch. I think like we said before the game, you can't look at the record and say, well, this is going to be whatever. We got a Region 1 basketball game, and I think that's what it's all about. Good competitive basketball, good Division A basketball, and a fun game to watch.
Yeah, the Central Cass Squirrels come in with a 1-4 record, and they're going to walk out with a really nice Region 1 win under their belt against what I think is a very good team. I think the Huskies are going to be good all year in Region 1.
Right.
I've got a little bit of a box score. It's unofficial. I got it off the scoreboard that's hanging in the gym here, but let's see what we've got. We're talking about Brody Runk and the cardiac kids that he's got and his daycare that he's running here, or maybe it's Coach Matt Norman's daycare. Just kidding, everybody. Central Cass, you got a great team. They look good, and they're doing a lot of fantastic things. All right, so box score. Brody Runk, it looked like he finished with 13 points, the 6'5 senior guard. Cash Lorenz, I believe, had 5. I think that's pretty accurate. He might have added 2 more in the second half. I'm not 100% sure. Andrew Zemer, I believe, finishes with 4. Keegan Peterson with 12. Easton Holland with 14. And he heated up quick in the second half. That's a sophomore guard at 6'4". He looked good. Zane Blix gave a great defensive effort, scoring 2 points on offense. Jackson Haug with 5, Cole Buer with 1, and Ben Nelson with 4. Now, that's unofficial. I might be missing some things there, but that's what I got off the board when players were in last.
Well, I just think it's pretty balanced, and I think that's what you need if you're a team like Central Cass. You get 4 kids in double figures. I mean, what else can you ask for? You don't have anyone that you can really take away. You try and take away Runk, take away the senior, but there's other kids on the floor who can score, and I think, just by looking at that box score, you can see why Runk is comfortable with the cast that he has around him. They're able to score. They're able to get it done, and not only that, they get it done on the defensive end too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it looks like they're having fun playing.
Yeah,
around
it does. I mean, it's a solid basketball team.
All right, box score for the Huskies. Let's take a look at their scoring. Jackson DeVries, I believe, finished with 6. I think all of those were first-half points. Braden Steffens ends up with 11. Trayton Mauk did not score, fouled out late fourth quarter. Bjorn Kubala with 10. Jack Gilbertson leading all scorers with 17 points. He had a nice game tonight for the Huskies. There's a freshman guard for the Huskies, so you've got some good young players here in Wahpeton, too, to definitely look forward to. Carter Hockert made a couple free throws. He ends up with 2. And Landon Ralph hit 3 threes, added a couple more points. I think probably a couple foul shots, if I remember correctly. I think he ended up with 11, and that's about it for the Husky scoring. It's a busy week for Three Borders Sports Network. Maybe, Coach Watson, if you want to kind of go over what we got coming up the rest of the week.
Well, we've got the coaches show tomorrow night, and then we've got another doubleheader here on Thursday night. Both the Huskies and Lady Huskies will be in action. The Lady Huskies will play Central Cass on Thursday, and then the boys will take on Kindred. The boys will play first, followed by the girls. And then I believe we have Breckenridge basketball on Friday night. So we're full all this week. And it's been a busy week, and we got a good basketball game here tonight. And we'll have the coach show tomorrow, get caught up with all the coaches, get to talk to Coach Ralph about this loss here tonight, see what he has to say. And then we'll get back to business on Thursday with that doubleheader.
Yeah, early January basketball. You expect a busy schedule. You get a busy schedule. If you are a basketball junkie, Three Borders Sports Network is your place to go for Twin Town basketball.
Yeah, we're busy on both sides of the river, and Joe Schreiner was over there with yards tonight as the Cowboys were taking on Hawley. That game was tied at halftime at 30-30, and then Hawley comes away with a 4-point victory over there in Breckenridge. So the Cowboys come up just a couple baskets short. Huskies come up a couple baskets short, so we'll see if we can get back at it and see if we can right the ship here later on this week.
We're a week and a half from Breck Wap. Kind of looking ahead. I know we've got other games coming up before then, but any thoughts on Breck Wap coming up? I think it's going to... I've had a chance to see all these teams. I think the matchups are really intriguing.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think, both boys and girls, they're pretty evenly matched. Breck girls are having a really good season to start out here. They've got... when they're at full strength, that's a tough basketball group. They really get after it defensively. They like to shoot the three-pointer. And I think there's going to be some entertaining basketball during that day of basketball over there at Science School. So we're looking forward to it.
There should be a lot of buzz and a lot of excitement.
I think so.
Anyway, you've been watching the First Community Credit Union post-game show. I'm Noel Leckroth. He's Brian Watson. Thanks for watching, everybody, tonight. And I think we're going to sign off for the evening and get some rest and come back Wednesday to work and get hard at it.
I think so. Well done,
get
sir.
After it.
Well done.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for bringing me along on this fantastic Three Borders basketball ride.
Yeah, I got a couple text messages that said, "Hey, Noel's doing a great job." So.
Well, thank you, sir.
There you go.
I can't keep book, though, at all. I mean, it's way too distracting for me.
You do what you do, dude, and you do a great job. So I'm glad you're having fun.
Well, thank you, sir. Thanks for bringing me along. I appreciate it. Good night, everybody.
All right, we'll see you guys down the road.